we are extremely passionate about, the Construction Wellbeing Initiative.
Yeah, so my name is Vivian and I'm one of the co-founders of SkillSignal and also one of the associate practitioners with the Sugarman program with Princeton University, and also why we're here today to talk about the Construction Wellbeing Initiative that Sebastien and I are playing part in. A little background about me: I come from a construction family. So my father is in the trade, carpenter by trade, has ran several businesses. I grew up in Florida, but I'm currently in New York City, and between New York and Florida, so I have that nice balance. I have a background in health and safety, and I'm really here for the people, and really happy to talk to you today, Felipe.
And my name is Sebastien de Ghellinck. I grew up on the other side of the pond in Belgium, in Antwerp. And similar thing, I have DNA actually in construction and real estate. It's in our blood. Before starting SkillSignal, I was 17 years developing systems for banks and insurance firms. And besides being a family man living in New Jersey, I'm an Eagle Scout, which is something that I surprisingly use to this day, because you just learn so many things, and the camaraderie. The mental health crisis in construction.
Everybody here knows at least one person that's been impacted by mental health issues.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we've seen. Any conversation we've had with any professional in the field, they have the same exact response. But what we found is that nothing's really been brought to light around this topic. So, we're trying to bring this to the surface so that we can start to take action and we can start to really build some noise about what's really plaguing our industry. 7.5 million construction workers are impacted or in this field, and about 5,000 suicides are happening per year due to mental health crisis.
This mental health crisis has several names. It's the suicides is no doubt the most dramatic part of it, but burnouts, depressions, people getting substance abuse is a fairly well-known problem in construction. Unfortunately, people suffering from fatigue. Bring that home sometimes, just because it's hard to leave all of those symptoms on the job sites when it's over. So anxiety, so it's all of these items, all of these symptoms that can really play with your head, and in a very bad way.
There's a huge economical impact that we're seeing, and we found the statistic, and it's $76 billion per year is due to lower productivity and healthcare costs associated with the mental health crisis. So that bottom line is affecting top management. So there is an incentive for them to take this problem seriously. And the total at the bottom, if you can see, there's 13,000 per distressed worker per year is what we're seeing. So it's a huge number, and it should be taken more seriously, especially from the upper management of these companies and ownership as well.
It's really an urgent and very critical, if not an existential problem for the construction industry. So we actually applied to a special program at Princeton University, and this is actually it's very interesting because it's happening with their School of Behavioral Sciences and Public Policy. So we couldn't be more in the core of what we're trying to do with this program. So we called it the Construction Wellbeing Initiative. So it's a joint partnership with Princeton University. That means that we have resources that we get to use, world-class scholars to chime in and to think about this with us. What we did, and we're very proud of this, is that in August, we brought together on campus for one full day of workshops. We brought together more than 50, top people from the construction industry. And, for that one full day, we had people from, construction operations, from safety, from the insurance industry, from risk management. We had people from public policy. We had someone from the New York City DOB who was there, one of their responsible people. This was an amazing event. And we just absorbed all of the information that they gave to us. We had multiple conversations, and we said, the only thing that we're focusing on is the construction job site. The one goal we have is how can we, if not today, down the line, how can we make tangible improvements to the well-being on those construction job sites. This needs to be hyper practical. It needs to be made for construction workers.
So really the way forward, we say, is together, because without our community, without the people to really put the effort into this initiative, we have nothing. Really where we stand right now with Princeton University, we are looking to collect use cases currently being done on site with contractors or even small projects, or also ideas. We're open to any potential ideas to really analyze with Princeton and create a database. So we're going to push out an entire data set where anybody can go on, kind of like a Wikipedia, anybody can go on and look at those compilations that we've taken from these recommendations or actual use cases from other companies, so that they can maybe apply those to their own operations. We're going to range them based on tier, how much effort it's really going to take to involve that practice, low to high. And that's really our next step with this initiative. So it's a start to a very big problem, a very big and complex problem, I should say. But we do think that this is the way forward, and to really put something together that's useful and, like Sebastien said, practical for these people to really use.
The idea behind it is really to create a public resource, something that will be available for free online with a budget or, no budget, move the needle on well-being on their job sites, is to be able to find out what, Turner is doing and what Skanska is doing and what insurance firms are maybe recommending to do, and because every one of these people, and Volt is doing, because we know that you're doing a lot of things already. Felipe, we're waiting for your submissions, right, and your colleagues' submissions, and that's exactly what we want to do. So we don't need to keep reinventing the wheel, and again, this is too much of a problem that it can be solved by just a small team somewhere. This is something that needs to be solved by the construction community, and using that collective intelligence. Our ask to the construction professionals, to the construction community right now, to help us get those submissions so that we can start analyzing them. We can start, and again, with Princeton's help, really making them available with their insights on behavioral sciences and everything else that they can do. So those submissions, it's very, very easy actually. Those submissions can be made online to the SkillSignal website, skillsignal.com. There is going to be two small links, which will be, one will be for submitting content, a great article. If you listened to a great podcast, and we know that you have plenty. So just open that form, click on that link, give us that content, so that we can make it available to the community again. We're also going to set out newsletters with compiling that information that we receive month over month. The second link right here is the submitting well-being interventions. So anyone who wants to help, anyone who has content or interventions, ideas, things that they have implemented or seen implemented on construction job sites, please take a few minutes to go to this website, fill out the forms. This is really the start of something. We're very excited to receive those submissions so that we can start making them publicly available. And again, we hope that this is going to be a treasure going forward for the entire industry. On our website, and under the resources, we have construction statistics, also compiling here on this page, and this is a living page, so we're constantly building this out. These are really all of the statistics that are relevant to the construction safety. So, whether it's the fatalities, and we're talking more about the physical fatalities. So we talked about suicides before, which is at the end of this page. But yeah, you will find information about silica. You will find regional information. You'll find information that's directly published once a year by OSHA, injuries, down also to the last section, which is the mental health. So whenever you're looking for some sort of information, data for the construction industry, this is the place where you can go.
So what I really love about this, the work that you are doing, Sebastien and Vivian, with Princeton University, is you're solving one of the huge, complex, gnarly problems of the construction industry that impacts every single worker, from the CEO to the person digging a hole and everybody in between, and all the support people. mental health is something that affects every single person and so many thousands and not millions more family members as well. And with those statistics, I think that's a good starting point so people can understand what level of a problem we have, and then sharing the solutions. The information sharing is going to make a huge difference on so many people's lives. And we will definitely put those links in the description below the video so that people can access those quickly and easily. I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for what the both of you are doing with so many other people, and all of you future contributors. Thank you for your contribution and adding to the body of knowledge to make mental health something that we can talk about and that we can work on together to solve problems.
We really appreciate it. And again, also thank you. This is a very important message. We are extremely committed to make this something that will be for the industry and by the industry. So thank you.
Thank you, Felipe. And it's true. I mean, we're building for the future, and we're building for our future generations. So we definitely want to create an environment that is inviting for those that want to be in this field. So that's a huge driving force for myself, and I'm sure Sebastien as well. So we really, really thank you from the bottom of our hearts to share this message, this very important message.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Have fun.
Wow.
Enjoy.
See y'all.
Bye.
But also have the pleasure of inviting someone else up October the 24th through the 27th. So we want to see you where? Indeed, that's right. We want to see you guys in Indeed. All right.
All right, so there you go. You got to see they're previewing Detroit.
Lean, right? It's all about lean.
Respect for people and safety.